Sunday are the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. As you guys know, the Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting at 8-3 on the season. They're looking to stay atop of the AFC North with this win. The Bengals, however, are 4-7 on the season. They're looking to keep their 17% chance to make the playoffs in check. As of right now, per ESPN, Mark, the Bengals do have a 52% chance of winning this game. But right now, Mark, I'm kind of 50-50 in on this game. I don't know which way I am going to go. Sell me on the Cincinnati Bengals. How can the Bengals win this game?
Well, first off, their defense has not played well at all. Let's just say it, like, their defense is bad. Even though Joe Burrow has been playing at an MVP caliber this season, their defense is bad. Like, they are one of the worst pass defenses in the league, but they're really not that bad against the run. So if they could maybe stop the run, Jaden Waddle and Najee Harris, if they can shut them down a little bit, that kind of slows down their offense, because their offense is totally predicated on the play action. So they need the run game to be good. So if they can shut that down, that might be good. And I'm the type of person, like you said, teams kind of play up and play down to certain teams. I think the Steelers are going to be a team that the Bengals are going to play up against, because they know it's a division rival. It's going to be, they know that the Bengals know that this is like for their playoff lives. So every game from now on is like a playoff game. So I just see Joe Burrow balling out like he has, and I think the defense steps up and they beat the Steelers.
Yeah, stopping of the run will be the catalyst of the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're able to stop that run with Najee Harris and the other guy slipping my mind right now, Jaden Warren. If you are able to stop the run and force Russ to pass the ball, very, very good things could happen. But Hoffy, I am on the fence. I don't know who to pick in this game. Tell me why I should pick the Steelers.
Cincinnati is only like 18th in stopping the run. So saying they're going to stop the run, not going to happen. Their defense overall is 23rd. Like Mark said, they absolutely suck. But the Steelers are 15-5 in the last 10 years against the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Steelers play some of their best football coming off of 9 days rest. The Steelers are 9-1 in their last 10 games following a 9-day break, including one of those games being against Cincinnati in 2019, which they won. I expect history to repeat itself.
So it is crazy. They get a 9-day break now, but then they play 3 games in 10 days. That's absolutely crazy to me. But I've been going back and forth on this like on this game. And I do think the Pittsburgh Steelers guys are going to win this game. I think they're going to go into Cincinnati, and I think they are going to, I guess, upset the Bengals, since the Bengals are projected to win this game. Mark, who are you picking in this game and why?
I'm going Cincinnati. I really think that Russ is going to be Russ, and he's going to, I don't know, I didn't mention this earlier, but he had 3+ sacks in the last 3 games. So he's the type of quarterback that does that. And the Bengals have a really good pass rusher. Their defense isn't good, but they have Hendrickson, who's really good, and he actually led the league in sacks at the bye week. So if that guy can get going and they can sack Russ, that's going to be a long night for him, or a long day for him. So I just really think that the defense, the Bengals, are going to show up, because, like I've said many, many times, Russ is limited. He needs a run game. He needs the deep ball. If they shut down the run game, he's going to have the deep ball, and that's going to it's going to be a long night for him.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Russ has been sacked over 6 times in the last 2 games. So you were very, very right. Hoffy, who are you picking in this game and why?
I think that, yes, Russ has struggled, but Russ usually comes, back off of a loss and plays pretty well. And then, again, the stat that I gave with Steelers, off of 9 days rest, I think that loss to Cleveland has left a bad taste in their mouth. I think they kind of right the ship here. And I think they get the win. I'm still rooting for the Bengals, but I'm a Burrow. I like Burrow a lot, but I think the Steelers get the win.
Yeah, and Hoffy, I don't remember the exact stat here, but Mike Tomlin is like 0-14 on Thursday night games, or 0-8, or he's 0-10 on Thursday night games, and 0-8 versus NFC or AFC North teams on Thursday night. So it's definitely a bad omen for him. But it is Sunday. So let's see what the people are saying. So I got the Steelers. Mark's got the Bengals, and Hoffy, you took the Steelers as well?
Correct.
Correct. All right, let's see what the people are saying over here on the chat. Laura says, I want the Bengals to get that dub, but the Steelers are going to come out in hot, unfortunately. So she's with you, Mark. She's with you, Hoffy. And Bengals need a defense, in my opinion.
They do.
Yeah, they're tough. Derek says, I heard the way the wind blows in their stadium makes it hard to kick field goals. So, Derek, does that mean you're taking the Bengals? Because the Steelers can all they can do is kick field goals? Maybe? I don't know. Kevin says, I will take the Steelers defense for the win. What, Hoffy?
I like the little the stat as far as the win. I mean, I think that is true if I recall myself. So yeah, that might be difficult if Russell can't. But coming off of a loss, Russell Wilson tends to play pretty well. So I think he's going to have a good game.
Yeah, being only an hour from Cincinnati, the stadium is there right off of the Ohio and the cities over here, so it definitely does swirl. Makes it's just a grungy little town. John says, if the Bengals have the ball last, Joe Burrow wins. If Russ has it, they win. So John thinks it's going to come down to a last possession of the game, and he's waffling around, not going to pick a winner. Imagine that. Laura says, I feel it will be a battle back and forth. John says, Bengals with the dub. Bengals with the dub. All right, guys. So I think we're all kind of
don't forget the Bengals
split.
are desperate, man. They lost 3 of the last 4. They need to win this game if they have any hope going forward.
Well, there you go again with the stats.
Yeah. And even if they do win, it's still only 17%.
Man, that really got to you guys.
It didn't get to me. I was just like, what? Okay, that's weird.
It didn't get to me. I'm just going to throw it in your face every chance I get.
Next up on our 5 games that we're breaking down today is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.